Now that I've sewn it and popped any of my areas where I had glue in there and opened my seam up, I can look at it and see I like that. Looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. So now at this point, I want to press my seams open. So first step is go along and just press to set my seam. And then because I have no glue in here, hopefully, it should just press right open. A little bit of glue right there. This I'll come back and press separately. Okay, now that I've pressed it open, I'm going to take my liquid. So I can get a really nice flat seam. At this point, I want to leave this seam pressed this way. And to make that come out right, I'm going to clip right here. You want scissors that will clip with a tip really nicely and leave a couple threads. Leave that open. All right, at this point, I'm going to flip it over and go ahead and press now. Making sure I have it nice and open so my points stay sharp. Looks good. Now, flip it back over. At this point, I want to fix this area right here. And what I'm going to do is just clip and the same over here on the other end. So now I have a nice flat seam, and it looks really good from the front. Final step is to give it just a little bit of, I happen to like this really well. I'm actually not putting a lot of weight on my ironing. I'm holding it up just a little bit so it glides over rather than pushes the weight of the fabric. And I just make sure everything's nice and flat. And now I have a beautiful section. So after sewing and opening it up, the main line you want to match is you've got this design here. So you want this line to be straight through here, which is good. There's really nothing here. This has to clip to the eye a point. You lose a little bit of this point here, but it won't matter much. And this straight line is good. So the visual part of this comes out pretty good. So we're going to leave this one. Like I said, it's almost impossible to get every one of these to come out exactly perfect. So you learn which are the important ones for the visual. So when I opened up this seam, It didn't quite line up exactly as well as I wanted. This little straight edge here that I was after was a little off. So what I did was I re-sewed a little bit closer. Let me turn it over here so you can see it. And I re-sewed a little bit closer. Now I need to go back now and take out that seam where I was a little closer. I don't have my seam ripper right here, but I can pull it out with this. But I'll need to take that stitching out back to where I sewed the other line. And I started right back here. That way it'll allow me to still press it open very neatly. Now I can still go ahead and press that open.